It's another Sunday, and I am still sitting in this hospital room. God has a hilarious sense of humor and timing. And so instead of complaining about it, I choose to rejoice in the fact that this is where He's got me. And whenever He decides to discharge me, I will go on my merry way. But until that happens, I am choosing to rejoice. Puffy face and all. This was my Humpty Dumpty week where so many things happened. All this fluid going in my system. I literally felt like Humpty Dumpty. And I walked like Humpty Dumpty too. Just had my first blood transfusion and just going through all these experiences. But I'm sharing this post primarily because I realized that in life, even though we don't necessarily have control over what happens to us and when it happens, we certainly have some amount of control over our response to it. Why do I say that? In the last 2 days, I've had three different people come to my room, all medical personnel, and have said, Shannon, thank you. Thank you for being the kind of patient you are. Thank you for being pleasant. Thank you for not complaining. Thank you for making us laugh. Thank you for making your room smell so good and look so good and so inviting. And they were just basically saying, thank you for showing us Christ. For me, if that was the only reason I was brought to this hospital for well, God, it's been over a month. But if that's the only reason that I could reflect Christ in the midst of this situation, then mission accomplished. Because these are three people who are going through their own journeys and their own experiences. And to be able to experience Christ in the midst of crisis means a testimony was given here. Lives were impacted. What am I saying? I'm not trying to brag and let you know that, oh, Shannon is in the hospital and acting as though it's not a big deal, because it is a big deal. I'm really going through this thing, holding on to the hem of his garment, literally. But what I'm trying to encourage you as you step into your week this week is whatever your crisis is, choose to reflect Christ in the midst of your crisis. Choose an attitude of a conqueror. Choose to rejoice even when it gets bad. And I know it gets bad. Life has a way of just dragging us through the mud sometimes. But let me encourage you, whatever you're going through, you can make it. Sometimes you feel like you can't make it. I know it. Because the way life is, sometimes the situations are seemingly insurmountable and difficult and scary. But let me encourage you. Choose to rejoice. Choose to take the high road. Choose to be pleasant about it. Choose to be prayerful and have a heart of praise and an attitude of gratitude that really makes a difference. Choose to be nice to people. Not everything requires a rude response, especially Christians. I want to tell you right now in this moment, choose this day to reflect Christ in crisis. It's not easy, but He has given us the ability to overcome and to walk through situations with Him carrying us through. So give Him the opportunity and allow your attitude to align with your actions in ways that will cause people to say, hey, thank you for your actions. Thanks for the way you choose to handle that situation. Thanks for the things you said. And sometimes you don't have to say anything. Sometimes nothing is required. No words are needed, no response needed, but just the right attitude and the right approach. So, as I continue my time here, I don't know how much longer I'll be here. The Lord obviously have me on a mission because I tell them I'm the fake patient. I'm going through this process, but I'm going through with the Lord and for the Lord. So until He chooses to release me from this hospital bed, I will continue to show forth His glory and to let people know that being a Christian is not the worst thing in the world. It's actually something to be proud of because we have a God who carries us, who happens to be a good, good Father. Have a wonderful Sunday evening or whenever you choose to watch this, and know that the Lord is looking to you and depending on you to show others what He looks like in the middle of your crisis. God bless you.